tell you today about how being an Eagle Scout changed my perspective on life and everything else, but also to read on leadership itself. Because one of the big things I really learned most about leadership during my process of becoming an Eagle Scout was doing my Eagle Project, which is a big, it's a big project. You gotta plan every step of it. You gotta plan from the start, getting materials for your project, if you need them, depending on what it is. And like for me, I actually designed a barbecue pit. I have a picture of me at that point, but we can add that. So one of the cool things about being an Eagle Scout, since about 2014, only 6% of people who were eligible to become Eagle Scouts actually obtained the rank Eagle, which is awesome, and knowing, hey, I'm one of the 6% of them, but it's nice to know that there's others and so forth. I think actually, since the Eagle became the highest rank in Scouting, there's only 2% in total of everyone who's has actually became one. And the cool thing about it, there's about 2.5 million Eagle Scouts overall in general, so you'll encounter one in your time. So I'm gonna start going into my project now. So as I said, the hardest part about becoming an Eagle is the part of the project, because you have to not only plan it and everything else, but also have to write a whole bunch of big report afterwards, and it's somewhat a pain in the butt and very time consuming, especially for mine, because I was actually also the first 2 days where I was actually sitting there at the project trying to lead everybody. I was also trying to learn what the hell I was doing myself, because I was trying to build a barbecue pit, having to learn how to do it on the fly. So it's a little more interesting than a lot of people's. But so for mine, I did like I said, build up this pit. It's probably about from maybe this desk to way over here, and there's 2 little areas inside where you fit firewood, and has this regular pit in there, grill up hamburgers, hot dogs, and whatnot, and the actual planning of it and going about it was just absolutely. So what was nice, I was able to actually give back to the community in a sense, because we had been going to this one campsite where actually I built it at, and able to give back to that. So one of the reasons I actually decided to do it there is because there was an old one there previously. I actually went in there, destroyed that thing, and built that brand new one, and it was falling apart. Because it was all made of bricks, and it was almost turned to rubble. It was maybe 9.5 a day of, and then going afterwards, putting in the first new layer, and then slowly adding onto it. And I kind of learned also while doing the project, little things such as making sure enough materials. I think one day we ran out, I had to find some more stuff for them to do. It was 30 minutes. I could be doing something, but it's I'm gonna push it next week, and I think it ended up taking me 2 or 3 months to do it, just because the fact I had to get people out there and also worry about. And one of the things also I really had to do is also not only, as I said, I had to get help from it, because I know the hell I was doing. I called one of my dad's friends who was in the landscape business at the time, and he helped me construct it and put it all together. And then the other really terrible part about it, having to also get funding for it, because I had absolutely none beforehand. So that's probably the hardest part, to sit there and get funding for it before you even started. So I had to send letters to friends, family, and everyone in between, just to say, hey, I need help. I'm trying to do this, trying to do that, and I need money for this, that, and the other. So after finally doing all this, getting all the planning done, getting all the learning, all right, so now actually drawing it out. I think I still have the drawing somewhere in my house, and I'll probably bring that as well. Probably a good idea. But so I finally started doing it, building layer by layer for a week, and then I think I did 4 layers in total. I think the one thing I think I ended up just doing 2, just to get it out of the way, get it done with, and then I finally put this this rock face on the outside of it, and also this inner like brick layer to kind of help make sure the whole thing doesn't catch on fire. Just absolutely just shoot rock everywhere, which is fun trying to do that. And also try to learn how to do it while I was also doing it, but. So after finally building around and building these 2 countertops on it, I finally finished it. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm done this thing. But of course, I wasn't. I still had to put this metal grate into and had to weld it together. Fun process. But actually really cool because you see all these sparks flying up your face when you have the mask on. So one of the cool things also about it, after I finally finished it, I got to actually go and actually use it myself, because at the end of Eagle, you have an Eagle ceremony where you it's a formal ceremony where they kind of present, hey, you've made it, you've done it, and I actually had my ceremony out there, had a whole bunch of food, and so one of the things I learned from this, not only just how difficult it is to be a leader, but to learn to improvise and find, and also keep track of everybody else, making sure, like, hey, so this person's doing this, so I need to really watch them, but hey, I trust you guys a little more, but you kind of do more of your own thing. It kind of is sometimes a little stressful trying to be in 2 places at once, and also being able to make all these decisions all at one time, because you feel like you need 3 or 4 heads sometimes. The other really hard part also is making sure you have enough volunteers. Like the first 2 or 3 weeks I was there, I maybe had 2 or 3 friends. By the last 3 or 4 weeks, I had 10, 20 people. I was sitting there trying to direct them all. Hey, you guys do this, you guys do that. I think we also were starting to do 2 or 3 things at one time. I think I think the 1 week while we were sitting there placing all the brick around the outside of it, we also had 2 or 3 people on the inside trying to put the fireproofing material on there, and also put the countertop on. I think we maybe did 2 huge concrete slabs for the countertops, and it's much better picture. But so in conclusion, not only did I learn a lot of things about myself in planning a project, being a leader, I also learned that even the write-up afterwards and the final steps of the project is much as important as the little ones to begin with, even though the planning is part of the main thing for it. Because while we're younger and slowly getting an age, we actually may have opportunities to be a leader and be someone who wants to be in charge. And I that one thing helped me realize this. I want to be a leader. I want to not just be someone who follows everybody else, but because one thing also, one biggest thing I learned was not, hey, I'll make some mistakes when I'm out there, but you gotta learn from them and move the hell on as quickly as possible, because if you don't, it's gonna suck. And we all religiously say, hey, leadership's hard, it's absolutely the worst thing possible, but you don't actually sometimes realize that how hard it actually is until you actually do it yourself.